Hello, everybody. It is Friday night. It is watch along time at the end of the first three-game week in this season's EFL Championship. Had a great week, let's just say. It is Birmingham versus QPR on the watch along. Come and join us for the next couple of hours if you're watching the game and have your say. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. I hope you are all good. Happy Friday night. It has been a mad week of championship football. I'm taking the day tomorrow and hanging out with the family. So last game of the week for me, I was at Southampton Ipswich on Tuesday and Millwall Leeds on Sunday. We love the three-game weeks, and this is the culmination. Now, we're going right the way through the weekend as well. This Friday night game starts off a sort of four-day weekend of championship football, ending with Coventry and Huddersfield on Monday night. Get involved straight away. Give us a hello in the chat. Excuse me. I'll leave the predictions for now. Do get voting in the poll, which is very heavily in Birmingham's favour, I must say, at the minute. And we'll go properly to your predictions as we get a little bit closer to kick-off in about 14 minutes time. Welcome, Jay, Gary, Dallas, Lynx, Alistair, Ewan, Wayne. Let's get into it. Like I said, not a great week for either of these sides. QPR, 2 home games. They lost at home to Sunderland at the weekend, 3-1, and just scraped a point against Swansea. Late equaliser. Should say in the Sunderland game, they did have Jack Colback red-carded early in that game, which did obviously change the game state. They had the lead at that point as well. So they come into this with 1 point. It's been even worse, actually, for Birmingham, who are high up in the table and in pretty decent nick, aren't they? Double defeat for Blues this past week. They lost at Watford late on after Lee Buchanan's red card, and they lost 2-1 at high-flying, let's just say, banging form, Preston. They took the lead in that one as well. So a few mitigating factors, maybe both sets of fans could argue with red cards kind of going against them and come from behind type victories as well. Getting to the teams in a second. Say hi to Charlie. Ian, it's been a goddamn awful week to be a Millers fan. They're another team potentially trying to avoid a 0.3 game week. Purple Bungalow, welcome. Lars, welcome in Denmark. See a cracking League One game. Well, there you go. Stupid own goal as well. Yes, totally agree with Milky down there. Bielik, who I like a lot. Crazy own goal, wasn't it, against Preston. Hayden, absolutely godsmacked that we lost 3-1 to Sunderland in midweek. He must be a Blackburn fan. Get your comments in. Let me know what you're thinking. We've got plenty of time to talk, so we can address whatever topics, and obviously the big focus on the game tonight. Let's have a look, if we can, at the league table. Let me just go to the split screen. Hopefully you can see that okay with Liam's graphic on the side there. So Birmingham, they're still well positioned. They have had a good start, and obviously playing on Friday gives you a bit of an advantage. We could, with a Birmingham win, look at that. They could jump to 14 points and go above Sunderland into 4th place, which would be absolutely fantastic way to start the weekend for Blues and lay down the marker for everybody else. QPR, I mean, they're down in 20th, but they're better than I expected them to be, especially after that first half of the first game against Watford, where they were 4-0 down already, which was absolutely shocking, wasn't it? But they've been pretty decent, actually, QPR. We thought it was going to be a disaster. So they will be competitive. You can look at that table and see 8th and 20th and make Birmingham hot favourites. But it's never quite that simple in the Championship, is it? We'll get to teams in a sec. Let's just say a few more hellos to John. Welcome. Steve, how am I doing? I am very good, my friend. Happy to be here on a Friday night as ever. Bet I'm on the crest of a wave with Ipswich so far. No comment. Egg, Sui, isn't that Sue? Isn't that a Cristiano Ronaldo thing? It's going to be one of those crazy nights. I hope so. Evening to Luke, Gumbo, Hayden as a Blackburn fan. I can't lie. I'm fearing the worst tomorrow. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that during the game, won't we? JC Blues been unfortunate this week. Still in disbelief how he didn't win the Preston game. I heard a lot of Birmingham fans say that it's a bit of a hapless performance to have that lead at Preston as well. Dave is going to be joining us at half time. Looking forward to that. Dykes and Armstrong up front. Chair needs to be on top form. 200 appearances, Chair. Magnificent. By the way, if you hit the join button down there somewhere and sign up, like Dave, you can come and join us at half time in one of the watch alongs. Plenty of stuff going on. There's Gavin as well, legend, one of our Luton friends. Right, let's get into the team news for this one tonight then. Not too much in the way of surprises, he says, trying to get the teams up on the screen. Forgive me. There you go. Should we remove the graphic as well? God, technical nightmare. There we are. Right. So Birmingham, that doesn't quite look like the right formation, does it? But we'll talk through that. In goal for Blues, the super experienced John Ruddy, 36. The centre halves, Kevin Long, more experienced there, coming from Burnley. Dion Sanderson, they made that signing permanent in that big transfer window. Lee Buchanan is back from his suspension. He'll play at left back as always. Look out for him in the air as well going forward. Cody Drammer went all the way to the playoff final and got promoted with Luton on loan from Leeds last season. He's at Birmingham this season. We would expect that to be a midfield pair with Juninho Bakuna and Christian Bielik, who is going to get linked with that crazy own goal, but is an excellent player. And then we'll expect a 4-2-3-1. I suppose Stansfield will be in the 10 position. He's in very handy goal-scoring form on loan from Fulham. Miyoshi maybe wide. We'll see how Miyoshi and Stansfield line up. Anderson will definitely be down the left. And Scott Hogan, brother, is going to be up top for Birmingham. On the bench for them, some classic championship names here. Look at that. Jukiewicz, Burke, Dembele. Now, that's good news for Birmingham because he'd been one of their star players before getting hurt. Gardner, Sonic, James, who I believe played a game for Wales, didn't he? The youngster there. Excellent. Iwu, Longello, and Etheridge. Let's have a look at QPR. In goal again, experienced goalkeepers do you well in the championship. Another 36-year-old there. Begovic. Back three. Remember, Kake is a fullback by trade, so he shouldn't be too worried about getting out to that touchline. Steve Kirk brings you loads of experience and know-how and quality in the middle of the back three. Morgan Fox, been around in the championship for probably 10 years, hasn't he? Paul Smith is more a winger, I would say, than a wing back, but he's doing a good turn for Gareth Ainsworth down there. Kenneth Powell, the other side, one of the Mick Beale signings. Sam Field is consistently actually one of QPR's best players. We can't say the same for Andre Dazelle, who'd been a bit maligned by the Rangers fans, before this season, but he's having a good old stint in midfield there with Sam Field under Gareth Ainsworth. Ignore that. Lyndon Dykes will not be playing off the front. Ilias Chair will be playing off the front. Sinclair Armstrong is an absolute monster up front. If he gets time and space, I saw him in the flesh against Ipswich, and scary striker when he gets a bit behind him. And again, more power up there with big Lyndon Dykes. We'll get your comments in a sec, guys. Bench for QPR. Adoma, Kelman, Willock. Gone off the boil, hasn't he? Collie and other really good youngsters. Dixon Bonner, Duke McKenna, Larkesh, Clark. So look at that. 3 double-barreled names on the bench. That'd be fun if they all come on, wouldn't it? And Walsh on the bench as well for Rangers. Get your thoughts in on the teams and do get voting in the poll, which at the moment, 60 votes, 72% say Birmingham are going to win this. Only 18% behind QPR. The real good news, 0% say goalless draw. I will raise the goblet of fire to that. We want goals, goals, goals. To be fair, we know John Eustace, who fabulous guest on the Championship Check-In podcast with me and Sam, likes to set teams up to be hard to beat. Ainsworth does go for it in games, doesn't he? He gets the ball forward and commits to those attacks. A lot of success at Wickham in that style. Let's dive in and read some comments. Still on the no comments concerning Ipswich. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We're not getting carried away here. Dallas, howdy. Gloriously beautiful day here in 916 country, California. Welcome, welcome, Dallas. Let us know where you're watching from around the world. Rugby Leeds, another championship weekend ahead. Interesting one. You know it, matey. Check out the bold predictions as well. What else have we got? C3 Pleo, got a massive grin on my face, seeing you live. And the grin will stay massive after North End stay top of the league. We love C3 Pleo's confidence there. Dylan, why is Willock and Chair have been poor last few seasons? Yeah, I mean, Chair's still playing excellently. Willock, I reckon, was one of the best players in the entire division at times last season. He was brilliant, wasn't he? And I don't know what's going on there. Stansfield has been a revelation in the second tier. Yeah, good player. Been dripped through the leagues nicely on loan by Fulham, hasn't he? We are 3 minutes from kickoff. We'll just crack through your comments here. We can do predictions in a minute. Any Preston fans in? I think there is some, Ian, as well. Lee, odds on Warnock at QPR come into the season? Well, I sent a tweet out, Lee. Where will Warnock appear and what month? Now he is available. The late, great Trevor Francis made his debut for Birmingham, age 16. Wow, sensational. There we go. URs. I think we got representation from both teams and plenty of others. We'll do a roll call as the game gets going. Right. Shall we go for predictions then, guys? So all at once, if you like. And please stick the teams in as well. Give me your score predictions for this. The poll is heavy on Birmingham at the moment. 73% of you think Birmingham's going to win. We'll see if the score predictions do indeed reflect that. So if you wouldn't mind, bung me your predictions in right now. You've got 16 seconds. Away you go. Get your predictions in via the comments. Okay, it is predictions time. Get them all filled up. Let me know how you see this one going. Referee Donahue is walking the players out. They got the Pyros out at Birmingham again. I must confess, I was there in the main stand for their game against Millwall. Singed my eyebrows nicely, those Pyros, but all part of the atmosphere, isn't it? You love to see it. Right, let's get some predictions in here. What do we got? 1-1. 2-2, 80 quid on Birmingham. Am I on 5% if they win, Charlie, please? QPR 3-1, Dylan. Blues 3-0, 1-0 QPR. 2-1 Blues, 2-1 Rangers. Okay, we're a bit more mixed. Scrappy 1-0 win to QPR for some reason. 5-0, really? Goodness me. We love goals. Sky Sports, by the way, I've got Stansfield down the right as have Footmob and Miyoshi down the middle. So we'll see how that goes. 1-1 Craig. Bungalow 1-0 Blues. John 2-1 QPR. Martin 2-1 QPR. David 2-0 Birmingham. Dave 3-2 Rangers. I'll take 5 goals for sure. I'm sure you would too. Ian 3-1 Blues. Zyro 3-1 Rangers. Daniel 2-1 Blues. Steve 1-1 Hogan not to score again. Eddie 2-2. There we go. Right. I think we are just about good to go with this one. Hi, Benny and the gang. You're welcome. Benny and the Jets. Indeed, on a train from Norwich to Cambridge. Very nice, Sax Sacks Bend. I'm going to say Sacks Bang then. That wouldn't have gone over well, would it? Tossy, 4-0 Birmingham. Enjoy the train ride. It's the championship. Yes, yes, indeed. Right, the players are out in the smoke of all the pyros. Let's just bang through the teams one more time. And then we are ready to go. The poll is live throughout the game, so keep voting in that. And do, if you can, hit the thumbs up button and like the stream. We've got 28 likes. It'd be good to head up towards 100 as we go. Teams, as you can see on Liam's graphic there. Ruddy in goal. Buchanan left, Drama right. Long, Sanderson central. We're expecting Bakuna and Bielik to be a midfield too. With Stansfield right, Anderson left, Miyoshi 10 and Hogan up front for Birmingham. For QPR, back three system, Begovic in goal. Kake, Cook, Fox, Smith right, Powell left. Dazelle Field. We're expecting Chair probably to play off Armstrong and Dykes up top. We will see as we go. There is John Eustace. You can check out. Really proud to have had him on the Championship Check-In podcast, a real-life Championship manager on our channel. How about that? We are ready to go. If you're watching on Sky Go or Now TV or your smart TV, you may be a bit behind. So we'll try and give you a time sync as we go. And we have kicked off. Birmingham double blues. No white shorts for them these days. QPR in their away kit. Would have been a clash with the old hoops. And to be fair to Footmob, the way they're lining up, Dykes is actually playing off to the right, and it's Sinclair Armstrong up front. So we'll see how that pans out for QPR, whether they're going for just the running and the pressing power of Armstrong right at the spear of their attack. We'll see. And he's trying to get one over on Dion Sanderson early. Chair with the throw. Knocked on by Powell to Field, and Stansfield nicks it off him and runs it out of play. Warnock to replace McKenna by the turn of the year. Unbelievable. I love Warnock, but no thank you. Warnock will never retire. He'll manage all 92 clubs if he lives long enough. Links, realistically, as a Preston fan, feel like Rotherham and West Brom should be wins, but Leicester could go either way. Yeah, big game. That'll show Preston's mettle, won't it? They're off to Leicester. I think we get a 3-game week. 3rd of October. The Preston fan in the chat will correct me. 3rd or 4th, that Tuesday, Wednesday, I think, is when that game is occurring. Powell knocks that one into midfield. It's run through to Dykes. Dykes has got Smith outside him, and he finds Smith. Smith just holds it up down that right-hand side, which should give me a chance to give you a time sync, guys. Going to be at 2 minutes in. 3, 2, 1, sync. That is your 2-minute mark. Building work has started now. Good to see. Yeah, it'd be great to see that stadium safe, first of all, and full and up and running properly as we know it can be. Smith dribbles down the right. Long gets a foot in and boots that one clear. Birmingham are Birmingham, says Barry. Can't argue with that, Barry. His Chair, lovely feet as ever. He's going for a huge switch. That's brilliant by Chair. Out it goes to Smith. Good first touch. Engages Buchanan. Smith comes back inside, crosses left-footed. Brilliant start to the game by Ilias Chair, though, which you'd be pleased to hear if you were a QPR fan, let's just say. Bakuna, another of the flair players, finds Drama. Miyoshi tries to ping that one through to Hogan. It's a poor ball by Miyoshi. Yeah, he knows it, holds up his hand and apologises. Watford only. Am I going to the Ipswich game tomorrow? I'm having the day off tomorrow, Watford only. I was at a game on Sunday and on Tuesday. We've got watch along tonight. So I owe it to the missus and the daughter to spend the day with them tomorrow, which is what we are going to do. But let us know if you're at a game tomorrow. Graham, Come on, Blues. Graham, who's that band in your picture? Tell us in the comments. Here's Drummer, who draws a foul from Chair. Drummer knew he was coming. Just waits for the contact behind. Bumps into him. Wonder if this will go in the box from Birmingham. 3:55 on the clock. No shots on goal yet. Yeah, the big lads are up. Miyoshi and Anderson, I think, are over this. Miyoshi the left, Anderson the right. Anderson curls in. Up in the air off Pal, and Armstrong is going to get it away. Look at that pace by Armstrong. Armstrong bustling forward and a foot in. That won't be a back pass, will it? But there you see the raw power of Sinclair Armstrong, who, if he can harness all of that brilliant physicality he's got, could be one hell of a player, couldn't he? Only a youngster. Curtis, Swansea fan here. If we fail to win tomorrow, Duff has to go. Interesting. 7 without a win. Swansea, very poor start. I'm a fan of Michael Duff, but I can't argue with Curtis that it's been a poor start. Anderson coming down the right. He's got Drummer on the overlap. Anderson comes inside, ignores Drummer, touches it back. Bielik, Buchanan. Nice feet to Lyle Smith in. Buchanan, nice slip inside. Really good football by Birmingham. Stansfield didn't quite get the crossing, but lovely move. They've swapped wings, actually, Stansfield and Anderson. Stansfield down the left at the moment. Anderson down the right. Lovely build-up, though. Looks like Lee Buchanan's going to hurl a big throw in. I'm wrong. Goes short to Anderson. Buchanan beats Smith again. That's twice the QPR wingbacks dived in or jumped up to block tackles and got skinned in the last minute. Stansfield tries to recycle. Well shepherded out by Paul. What do we got here? Richard, hoping for some typical Borough tomorrow. Win over Southampton after our crap season so far. His words, not mine. Tossie, have I been keeping up on the situation at Southend? I have not. Forgive me. Do fill me in. Josh, one of our Patreon legends, off to the big Leicester reunion with 3,300 Bristol City fans. Brilliant. Spoke to many Leicester fans who can't wait to show appreciation to Nige, James and King. Tremendous stuff. Miyoshi just takes that off Chair. Pal gets a foot in. Warnock back to Borough. Fair few shouts to that, Lee. We'll see how that one pans out. We're at home to Wednesday, so it feels like a must game. Yeah. Swans fans sounded a bit nervous in the chat, lads. I get it. Don't worry. Smith down the right. Bent in left foot. He's looking for big Dykes. Headed away. And Drammer up the line. Pal shepherds it out. QPR throw. All very even, Stephen, this. No efforts on goal at all, if I'm right. I don't remember any. For sure. 70% in the poll had Birmingham winning. Yeah, 7:45 gone. No shots to goal. Here comes Smith. Smith sticks the cross in. All Dykes was there. Chair on the back stick. Chair now. Chair sorts his feet out. Pops it in low. Hits Ruddy. Armstrong heads over. Well, there you go. We wanted some goal mouth action. We got it there. Armstrong does well. Handball shout initially. Need to see that again. Smith engages Buchanan. He gets a good cross in. Dykes might have come from an offside position as well. Ruddy stands up to Chair and Armstrong can't quite control the header. This is the chance. It's good from Ruddy, actually, because I think Chair is shooting to the far stick. And Armstrong, well, it just spoons up a bit too high for him and he heads it over the crossbar. If I'm not wrong, Southend will be wound up on October the 4th if they fail to find a new owner. Not good. Not good at all. Alistair, 19th birthday for me tomorrow. Happy birthday from me to Alistair. And I'm sure on behalf of everybody in the chat. Bielik, Bakuna. Yeah, definitely Armstrong up front then and Dykes dropping out to the right for QPR is the shape. Big switch of play again by Bakuna. Drama is quick. He keeps it in, but then ends up running it. So he keeps it from going out for a throw and then ends up running it out for a goal kick. Do you know what? It's a slow one so far. So let's have a drink, shall we? We drink to you lot in the chat. Miyoshi tries to pinch that off Chair. He fouls him. It's a bit scrappy, I have to say. Defence is on top at the moment. That Chair effort palmed away, poured away by John Ruddy. Cheers, everybody. The closest anybody has come. Miyoshi. Chair nicks it off him. They're in a fun little battle, those two. Field into Armstrong. Sanderson breathing down his neck. Armstrong is a brute, isn't he? Holds off two there and spreads the play. Smith. Kake. Dazelle. Really even this match, isn't it? Pal. Back in they go. Jimmy. Legend. I appeared on his channel. Go and check it out. Blades Ramble. Yeah, cheers. Chair looks good. Yeah. He always does. Dykes coming down the right. Dykes puts the cross in and it smacks Lee Buchanan in the face and goes out for a corner. Nice feet by Dykes, actually. And while we're waiting for this corner, do us a favour, guys. We've got, how many likes have we got? 36. Let's see if we can get up to 50. Everybody hit like at the same time, if you don't mind. And we can get ourselves a like spike. You've got 9 seconds. Go. Thank you so much, guys. I was a bit worried that was going to overrun into the corner then. But we're a professional outfit here. 49. I think we're going to make 50. Unbelievable. Corner goes short. Chair against Miyoshi. Chair, like the ball's like a magnet to his feet, isn't it? Gets it back off Kake. Is there a cross coming in? Chair back to Kake. Here comes the cross in low to the near post. And after all that, guys, it's another bloody corner. Stick it in the box, eh? Which I think Paul might be about to do. And it comes from Kenneth Powell and cleared out. Kake puts it back in. Easy for Ruddy. And we've got great news. Look at that. Daniel, you legend. Thank you so, so much. Daniel has hit the join button. Thank you so, so much. All the content here is free, obviously. If you do want to support, don't make a full living out of doing this, but we're working towards it. Have been for a few years now. People like Daniel joining up really, really help us. So thank you so much, Daniel. And check out the details and give us a message and I'll get you into the WhatsApp group. Thank you so, so much. Liking Armstrong reminds me of Kevin Campbell. Yes. Great player, Kevin Campbell, wasn't he? Remember him and Van Hooijdonk up front for Forest, brutalising the Championship. Inside it goes to a Bielik. Buchanan got caught by Armstrong there. Smith, not a defender, so we'll get beat. That would be the simple analysis, wouldn't it? Yeah, more a winger for Orient playing wing back for QPR. Referee Donahue having a word with Armstrong. Glad to support. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Daniel. Do think about hitting the join button if you want to support. The donate tier is $2.99 a month. Nothing to you, but believe me, it really helps us out this end. Yoshi looks a bit off it. He has been caught on the ball a couple of times, Dylan. I do agree. Is that the legend? Look at that. Napper's down there. What a hero. Nappers, I am good, fella. Keep up with Nappers, Cod's vlogs, League One vlogs, and the excellent That League One podcast now he's on, which is a really good one. I must admit, I'm less into it now that Ipswich are up, but those boys will keep you across it all season. Guy from Lincoln, someone watches it. They'll tell me who's on there. The Pompey guy and the Oxford guy as well. Great bunch of minds, those four. Looks like a long throw-in is being hurled in for Rangers. Dykes there on the near post, headed clear. Out it goes. In fact, it's going to be a Birmingham throw. Don't quite know how they manage that. That will learn me for reading the chat rather than watching the game, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. Ooh. Looked like that one could have turned nasty, 50-50, but fortunately, everyone got up and got on. Oh, Stansfield's beating his man now. Stansfield into the box. Dangerous. Cuts it back. Miyoshi back. Anderson, too many passes. Ugh. Oh, Stansfield did so well on the right then, and it needed a first-time shot from somebody, and Miyoshi and Anderson wanted to play pat a cake between themselves, and they're now discussing that, aren't they? Someone needed to stick their foot through that, basically, and have a crack. Brilliant from Stansfield. I mean, I understand why Anderson passed it, but he's just got to knock that out of his feet and hit that with the right foot, hasn't he? To be fair to, who is it? It's Cook. He's well positioned, but yeah, first time shot there. Surely. Oh, here he is again now, Stansfield. Stansfield puts the cross in. Vital touch again by Steve Cook, who has a habit of being in the right place at the right time. That's not a fluke. Birmingham on top here now, but haven't had that shot yet, have they? Hogan was going to be on the end of that. Cook just get a little nick on it as the ball comes across. And it goes low again. And Cook's had an excellent 45 seconds, 90 seconds, hasn't he? He sticks that one out in the stand. Birmingham building the pressure, but you'd still say the best chance has gone to QPR with Chair, wouldn't you? Anderson over on the left now, where we expected to see him. Going against Kake. Bakuna. Bielik. Miyoshi tries to knock it around the corner. Morgan Fox hoiks it clear. And Sanderson goes home. Loving the graphics. Thank you so much, Nappers. We try our best. Stansfield is brilliant. Yeah, he's stepped up nicely, hasn't he? Pal lobs the throw in. Bakuna. Mike, greetings from Melbourne, Australia. How about that? You love to see it. Stansfield should be playing down the centre. Yeah, he's just off to the right today, isn't he? Keep right on from South Florida. Why are there so many Birmingham fans in lovely far-flung parts of the world that are much more sunny than Bedfordshire, where I am, hey? Bakuna. Long. Sanderson. Sky have just flagged up the possession. 78% Blues last 5 minutes. They are on top. Oh, Stansfield. Oh, look at that. Double keepy uppy. He's going to carry on. Stansfield. He tries to draw the foul from Cook. Miyoshi picks it up. Cross to the back stick by Drama. Headed back. Oh, Stansfield is the danger man on the pitch now, isn't he? I remember Ian Wright scoring a goal like that against Everton once, where he just keepy up. He flips it over the defender's head and gets a shot off. Stansfield couldn't quite pull that off, but he looks at it, doesn't he? Look at that. Touch. Oh, between the two of them. Gets a bit of luck there. No foul, though. Referee Donohue's right about that. Stansfield looks at it, doesn't he? That's where the goal's coming from at the moment, if it's coming from anyone. 0-0. Bakuna into the near post. Good defending again. QPR done the head it, kick it stuff well, haven't they? Here's Bakuna driving forward. Bit deeper for him today. Buchanan low cross. Oh! And very, very close to an own goal there. We'll be interested to see how close that was. It flipped up off a QPR defender and was hooked off the goal line. That must have been very, very close. Goodness me. Jack, Stano is going to get at least one. He's at it at the moment. If that was Steve Cook, he is undeniably the man of the match at the moment, him and Stansfield. How close was that? Oh, no, it went off Cook. Oh, crikey, that looks so close. That's so hard to tell. Oh, we got the goal line tech, though, haven't we? Can we get the Hawkeye for that? It's an unbelievable clearance. Comes off Kirk. Who is it that hooks that away? Sam Field. Take a bow, son. Hopefully we can get to see the Hawkeye view of that. That must have been centimetres away from going in. Well played, Sam Field there. Brilliant clearance. How Blues are not in front yet is beyond me. They've got to make the chances, haven't they? Jack, we've got to trust the goal line tech, my friend. Hopefully, like I say, we'll get a Hawkeye look at that. I don't think it was in because I trust the tech, but it was bloody close, wasn't it, Jack? Not looking good for QPR. No, they were all right for the first 10 minutes, but Birmingham are definitely building up the pressure now, aren't they? I assume if I were to bring up the... Oh, here we go. We've got the goal decision system. Let's have a look. Give us the Hawkeye. Can we get the zoom? That is so close. Here we go. I guess about 20%, 1/5 of a ball was still hanging over the line. So close. Would have been an own goal. But it wouldn't have been against the run of play, wouldn't it? Given the pressure has been building up for Birmingham. Steve Cook defending really well. Sam Field as well for QPR. Jay Stansfield looking really on it for Birmingham. They need to get him the ball. He's the danger man. Hogan closing down on Fox. Mike, Gareth is just a League One manager only. I hope you're wrong about that, Mike. I can't deny it until he does a good season in the Championship. But, I mean, I can't argue he spent most of his career in League One. Armstrong v. Sanderson. Drama coming across to help him out. And Buchanan clears. Decent press by QPR, though. That was decent. And they win the throw-in, or force the mistake, rather. Dazelle, he's been quiet, hasn't he? Nice little feed in to Dykes. Field. with the moment of the match so far. Brilliant goal line clearance by Field. Dezella's won a free kick there. That looked a bit soft. I'd have to see that one back. My first instinct was that may well not have been a foul. I've been wrong before. Gareth should have stayed at Wickham. May have taken them up through the playoffs had he stayed. Not last season. There was only 3 teams going up last season, and it was kind of fated, wasn't it? But you never knew with that Wickham side in Ainsworth. They were rascals, weren't they? Absolute bloody rascals to play against. Got one over on my lot, Ipswich, enough times. Pal steps over it. There's no one behind you, mate. Out it goes for a Birmingham throw. I wanted to show you the attack momentum graph if FootMob has got it. They don't appear to yet. I think that would tell an interesting story. We can bring the main stats up in a minute, though, as Miyoshi gets fed through. Easy, that one. There are the main stats. So 59-41. Look at the XG, though. 0.49 for QPR. I guess it's that chair shot, isn't it, in their favour. Not a lot of passes completed is all I will say. Ian Warner's incurring the wrath of Rams fans exactly a year into his tenure. How long has he got? Well, if they're not up in the higher reaches of League One, not long. Can see Wednesday v Swansea, the worst match yet of the season. Shocking. Callum. Hi, Benjamin Bloom, lad. I'm a Blackpool fan. Welcome, Callum. Great to have you here, my friend. Mike, did I live in Ipswich? I lived in Ipswich for many years. How many? 2015. God. 30 years, probably. I don't anymore, though. Where am I watching from? Says Moni. Bedfordshire. Thing I don't understand is QPR try and attack and score a goal. There seems no attacking plan. Yeah, can't disagree with that. They've got to get the ball first, though, haven't they? Birmingham have been rather dominant in that area for the last, I'd say, 15 minutes now. Although Rangers are getting a bit of territory now and they've won another throw-in, which I think Paul Smith might hurl into the box. Remember, Smith was at QPR, wasn't he? And then he went off to Orient. He was probably Orient's best player or one of their best players, along with what was the keeper's name for Orient last year? Someone remind me. Begins with a V. And El Mazzuni on loan from Ipswich. Why can't I remember his name? Cross tries to come in from Smith. Blocked out by Anderson. It's going to be a corner for QPR. Thank you, Tom Vigoro. I would have been here all day. He's gone to Burnley, hasn't he? Nice work if you can get it. Nice pay rise, I reckon. Corner for QPR. Amanda, was Chair's shot on target? I don't know. Possibly not. But the XG was still high because he was so close in. Oh, my neck. Good. Right, corner, QPR. In it goes, headed out by Bakuna. Not known for it. Lobbed back in. Cook tried to flick it on, and Buchanan is in like the right back position now over the other side. Oh, that was poor. He's giving it away, and it's a foul on Chair, who's Chair's first touch and his close control is just superb, isn't it? Such a tidy player. Wherever, whenever. That sounds like a Shakira song, doesn't it? Whenever, wherever. wherever he picks it up on the pitch. Just look at that. Neat and tidy, quick burst, draws the foul. From Bielik, although Bielik was somewhat stitched up by a Buchanan there. But it's another chance for Rangers to pop this free kick into the Birmingham box. Pal and Chair are over it. Chair's pointing out to Donahue that he thought that might be a yellow card. He has a point, doesn't he? All down to opinion that. Chair whips the free kick in. Not a good one. Bakuna wins it in the air again. Cook heads it at him. Handball appeal. Not given. Stansfield knocks it down the line. Did that stay in? We'll find out. Bakuna, brilliant cross. Oh, goodness me. Bakuna, first time cross there. Stansfield's got it now. Stansfield into the box. He puts it to the back stick. Oh, goodness me. The final ball that they can't seem to make any of these openings. They've had 3 or 4 now. Birmingham just picks somebody out in a goal-scoring position. Let's have a look at this. It was played down the line. To be fair to linesman, he's got that bang on. It did stay in. Look at that for a cross by Bakuna. I love that. Hogan doesn't quite read it, does he? He should be running onto that and flicking that one. It's a beautiful cross, a Beckham-esque effort by Bakuna there, but nothing doing so far for Birmingham. Just been that little bit off it with the attacking, hasn't it? My favourite ground as an away fan. I like the old ones. Aston Villa, Forest, Sheffield United, although not as an away fan. I'd rather just sit up in the Tony Curry stand there. Sanders had the best positioning for disabled. Actually, have you seen where the Rotherham lot put them? Lovely little lift. Up they go. Beautiful view for the disabled guys and girls there at Rotherham. New build that though, isn't it? Smith puts the cross in, little deflection. And Sanderson clears. How's my poll looking? It's dropping. Birmingham are dropping. 66% went for a Birmingham win. It is still fairly heavy. Are the Lionesses playing tonight? I didn't even know. Are they actually? Completely passed me by that one. You can tell it's a 3-game week, can't you? Just trying to keep up with the championship stuff. Take Hogan off and bring Dembele. We will see Dembele at some point. He's obviously not ready for 90. Dykes trying to get through. Dykes has got a foot on it. Smith into the box. Now Smith comes inside. Left-footed Smith. Good save. Ruddy cleared Buchanan. That is the closest anybody has come. It's on the left foot for Smith, not the right. Smith crosses near post. Dykes there. Good header by Long. Good spell this by QPR now. Coming back into it. Kake. Decent tackle by Bielik. And the more QPR get into it, the more the game opens up because then just draws them out a little bit and then Birmingham can counter, can't they? England v Scotland at the Stadium of Light. That's why we're playing on Sunday. Okay. Completely over my head, lads. Sorry. Yeah, just couldn't quite find the corner there, could he, Smith? Yeah, it's straight at Ruddy, isn't it? On the right foot, maybe. Maybe a different matter, but on the left foot there, he just couldn't generate the quality in the shot. Oh, goodness me. Oh, Ruddy nearly got caught there by Armstrong, who charged him down. Looked like he was going to nick it off him and stick it in the goal. And then Ruddy got it clear. I'd be interested to see that one again. Look, for all the world, he was going to get that. Dazelle, Field, QPR in the ascendancy now. Bit of flow to this game now, or ebb and flow rather. Chair knocks that one around the corner to Dykes. field. Out it goes to Kake. Chair. Oh, nice feet. Chair again. Pops the cross in, headed away. This is good from QPR. England 2 up, Bronze and Hemp. So have Scotland scored then? Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is 2-1. Absolute dribble of a goal for Scotland. You love to see it. Yeah, Chair skinned Hogan there. Hogan should have got booked for that, shouldn't he? Steve Cook arguing the case for to referee Donahue. Free kick swung in by QPR. Dykes would have to have Kevin Beattie style heading skills to head that one in from there. He's way out near the edge of the box. Would have been a hell of a goal, wouldn't it? But didn't get anywhere near on target. Stansfield, oh, he's done well again. Surely Field has fouled him there, hasn't he? He remains the biggest threat, Stansfield, for Birmingham. Bielik. Miyoshi, good ball. Drummer into the box. Drummer draws Chair. Drummer hits it to the near post. Scott Hogan was in the middle of the 6-yard box on his own. Could Drummer have done better there? To be fair, Fox was blocking that cross, wasn't he? So, corner, Begovic makes the save. Does Sky now have to say so who plays Tuesday or Wednesdays nowadays? Sure, it used to be the home clubs. I don't know. I guess they must have a bit of it. I think a lot of it's down to travel now, particularly on the, well, I suppose they would all be 3-game weeks if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, wouldn't it? Corner drilled in. I did notice a pattern this last week. I think it was all Saturday, Tuesday for the teams who were doing double away games, possibly. I don't know why that would be. I could be wrong about that, actually, but I did notice some kind of pattern on that. Bielik pings that out to Drama. Oh, nice ball inside by Drama to Miyoshi. Miyoshi's got Drama ahead. He's got Stansfield inside as well. Miyoshi onto Anderson. Anderson crosses in. Stansfield heads blocked. Miyoshi blocked again by Field. Stansfield. Oh, great defending by QPR. 3 good blocks in there. Bakuna. They just can't force that, shot at goal with nobody in the way. Stansfield crosses to the back stick. Anderson tries to control it. There's 3 really good blocks in there by QPR. I guess if you're John Eustace, you're thinking, look, it's coming. The big chance is going to come. Stansfield with the header, well blocked. Miyoshi blocked. Stansfield again, great block by Steve Cook, who's playing really well, actually, the 5 for QPR. Just haven't quite, Birmingham, been super efficient. One quick first-time pass, one quick first-time shot, and it's in the net. There's been a touch every time. And to be fair to QPR, they've blocked stuff out every time that's happened. Oh, slip through to Armstrong. He's offside. Linesman took a minute. Flag does go up in the end. Armstrong playing in the 9 role. Yeah, he's banged to rights there. He's just leaning ahead of Dion Sanderson. And Ruddy is going to take the kick. Stansfield alone or permanent. He is on loan from Premier League side Fulham. Ruddy goes long. 38-18 on the clock. 0-0. Bit of flow to it. My eyes tell me Birmingham have had the more control, the more dominance, but QPR have probably been as effective with far less in terms of territory and chances, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Bielik, lovely outside of the foot pass by Bielik there, brilliant. Anderson puts a cross in. The arm came out there. I don't know where that hit. Would have been a very obvious handball though, wouldn't it? And probably a yellow card. That's going to get argued as deliberate, isn't it? Corner to Birmingham. QPR defended well though, haven't they, I have to say. Miyoshi and Anderson seem to be over all the set pieces. Although Anderson is going to take this one, I think. Miyoshi stepped away. Long and... Oh no, beg your pardon. They're now switching over. And Miyoshi is going to take it left-footed. Sanderson, Bielik, Long would be who you'd want to hit. They've all run into the middle and the ball goes over everybody's head. Poor corner that from Miyoshi. Bakuna's trying to hold it and Kake knocks it off him. Birmingham throw into Drummer. Drummer flips it up. Stansfield's in the box and cleared away. According to stats, QPR have been more clinical with less possession. Links there in the chat has just exemplified what I was falling over myself trying to say in one sentence. So thank you. Hard to discuss who's been more clinical or effective without any goals scored. Well, true. Stansfield's having a lovely old time with Cook and Field. It's going to be a QPR restart. 0-0, 40 gone. Looking forward to hearing from our mate Dave at halftime, see what he makes of it. If you hit that join button down there, I don't know where it is. I don't even know where you find it. You can join over on Patreon as well, but you can hit join here on YouTube if you're watching. Support the channel and come and join our WhatsApp group. Get some early access to my tribal football columns, and we do monthly roundtable chats as well. Come and chop it up with me and the guys. And the coup de grace, if you do come on the roundtables, we can vet you and see if you can string a sentence together. You can come on in the watch-alongs. Ollie Burke is ready to come on. So we're going to get a substitution here before half-time. Burke, who burst onto the scene, as Micah Richards would say, with Forest. Who's that down? Is it Anderson? He's had several clubs since, hasn't he? Millwall, Sheffield United, West Brom, I think. Probably missing one or two. Seems to have been all over. Where was he in, like, Red Bull Salzburg or something, or Leipzig? I can't remember. But it looks like Burke's coming into the game. Anderson shakes his head. He's done. And we're going to have a substitution. Blues fans applauding off Keshi Anderson, who is not fit to continue this game. So I guess Burke will play down the left-hand side. That is where Keshi Anderson was playing. Hopefully it's not too bad for Anderson and he'll be back soon enough. Maybe just a strain or something would be ideal. Although not getting injured would be ideal, wouldn't it? But if you're going off, you don't want to be out long. So Burke is into the game. And we are 2 minutes from half-time. Pretty quiet, honestly, I have to say. In terms of, if you're judging it just by chances, it has been a quiet game. It's 5 shots to 4. No shots on target for Birmingham is the issue. 2 for Rangers. XG's 0.43, 0.58 in QPR's favour. I guess that chair shot doing the business. for that. Chair shot. Sounds like wrestling, doesn't it, if I say that? Drummer. Burke looks like he's going to be playing down the right then. So has Stansfield gone over to the left? That would be a shame because Stansfield was looking dangerous down the right. Werder Bremen. Was he at Werder Bremen? On loan at Celtic too. On loan from Bremen. Okay. Buchanan was at Bremen as well, wasn't he? I can't keep up. Bielik, heavy touch. Still manages to get that one away, although Field leaves one on him, so to speak. Field goes to apologise. To be fair to Bielik, he's had such horrible injury problems. I don't blame him for snubbing the handshake there. We're coming up 200 votes in our poll. 66% Birmingham win. QPR win 19% at 0-0. Please do keep voting as things change. Referee Donahue is now booking Sam Field. I think he just stomped on his foot, does he? Yeah, ouch. There's no protection on the boots there, is it? That's going to leave a mark. It goes in long looking for Ollie Burke. We're into first half stoppage time, of which there will be 2 minutes. Armstrong wins the throw for QPR, who will hope to get up the pitch a little bit now. Can Smith reach the box from here? I think he's going to hurl this in long. No. Goes back to, all the way back, in fact, to the centre halves. Cook to Fox. Fox is going to stick it in the mixer. That could turn out to be a good ball. No, Smith cannot keep it in. Intentional stomp? I don't think so, Lynx. No one will ever know, will they? I can't categorically say you're incorrect about that. Only, who was it? Field went in. Well, no, it looked like he was, just mistimed the tackle. John Eustace scribbling down notes ahead of his halftime team talk. I guess he'll be happy with some of it, but it's just the efficiency in the attacking end from Birmingham. England women 2-1 up the Lionesses after getting all the way to the World Cup final. They've got that in common with the England men. Anyone see the Napoli's? Was it Napoli? Was it Lazio Napoli? I think you're right, Napoli, isn't it? Yes, I did. Brilliant stuff. George, Leicester fan, only discovered your channel. Oh, you're very welcome, George. Leicester starting to... I wasn't convinced by them before this week, and now I'm more convinced, let's just say. Look like they're getting moving, Leicester, aren't they? Referee Donahue calls it quits. Kake and Field are having a good old argument about something, but it is 0-0 at half-time in this one. I guess the closest QPR had that effort from Chair, went across Ruddy. Ruddy got the hand to it. Closest Birmingham have come was off that kind of deflection from Steve Kirk. Hell of a clearance by Sam Field off the line. I make Birmingham the better side, but the stats are fairly even. So that's my eye test, and would need somebody more intelligent than me to kind of qualify that. Let's have a look at the numbers then. So 57% possession to Birmingham, 43 QPR, 0.58 in QPR's favour on the XG to a 0.43 for Birmingham. 5 shots to 4, 1 big chance, it says. I guess that would be the Chair effort. In terms of shots on target, I guess I'll have to... Oh, there we go. So 2 shots on target to QPR, 1 shot on target to Birmingham. It is a fairly quiet game. Feels like not a hell of a deal in it, does it? And could be decided by, I don't know, set play, mistake, moment of class, although seems like that would be Stansfield rather than anybody else. Sorry, let me just flash up the tables so you can see me scrolling up and down randomly. There you go. So as things stand, Birmingham will move on to 12. Remember, they can go into 4th place if they get the win. QPR on to 17th. Right. One of the wonderful perks, if you hit the join button, you can come and join us at half time. And that is exactly what our friend Dave, and I think he's given away allegiances there with his choice of attire, has done. Dave, do you understand? I'm struggling to phrase this, but I make Birmingham the better side, but the stats are kind of even. It feels like QPR have done a little bit more with their attacks. Birmingham, I think, have had more territory and more good moments, but haven't managed to get that clear shot at goal that Chair had. What have you made of the first half?
Yeah, it's been strange. I think we started pretty well. First 10, 15 minutes seemed to get more possession of the ball, and then obviously Birmingham come into it, and then took the possession over from us, and had some scary moments. Lasted defending a couple of times from us. I just think we need more of an out. I don't think Armstrong's been. He could be out when we're under pressure like that. We could get the ball up field quicker to him, because even if it's towards Dykes, and he can either hold it up or he can pass on Armstrong, and obviously Smith on the right as well, because they both got electric pace. So I think that's going to be our best opportunity going forward. But I do think Stansfield, what a player he is, absolutely amazing player.
He looks dangerous, doesn't he? What do you make of? Because when I looked at it, I thought, oh no, Dykes will be up front and Armstrong will be. It does feel like you say, if they did stick Dykes up front and put Armstrong over to the right, there'd be a lot of space for him to run into if they made that switch, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what hopefully Gareth might have to do in the second half. The only thing with Armstrong is, and obviously he's still young, so he needs to learn this. When he's making his runs, that's the time I'm a bit better, because he's been caught off a couple of offside a couple of times this game, but last game against Swansea he got caught off so many times because he just was. I don't know if he just wasn't aware where the defenders were around him. But yeah, I think Ainsworth's going to have to make that call in the second half, swap him around a bit.
It does feel like if the pattern stays the same, it smells of a 1-0 win to Birmingham. Sorry if that's not what you want to hear. That feels like the pattern if QPR don't take on I know an Ainsworth team can win a game with 30% possession or 35% possession. I know they're capable of that, but you can't sit there and withstand all these attacks. And we're expecting to see Sariki Dembele as well, and then they can stick Jutkiewicz in if it goes late. It does. I do feel Birmingham are the more likely here. I don't know what your take is on that.
Yeah, I think so, and they've probably got a lot of better options on the bench than we have, to be honest. Yeah, our bench is not very strong. I mean, we've got young Coley, which he could come on, and maybe he's got a pace and a bit of skill to him, but he just needs more game time to get used to the league, to be honest. I mean, coming from the under 21 straight into the Championship, needs a bit more time to settle in, to be honest. And then we haven't got much else. We've got young Cowman on there, but he didn't really impress me when he come on against Swansea, to be honest. Yeah, that's dead. So obviously Birmingham got a lot more strength in depth than we have.
What does that? But by the way, I've just seen the Sam Field clearance again. That was a hell of a play by Field. It's kind of neck high and I reckon about 2 inches from being over the goal line. So to you, what would a QPR win look like? What do they need to do better and differently in the second half? If we're both agreeing that Birmingham are probably edging it and look the more likely to have, as you've pointed out, probably have bench advantage and they've got home advantage as well. What does a QPR win look like? Is that Chair on the ball a bit more?
Yeah, get Chair on the ball a lot more. But and the delivery from set pieces needs to improve a hell of a lot as well. I've been this bit disappointed from set piece delivery. And there has been a couple of occasions. I don't know if you noticed, Ben, but there's been a couple of occasions where we've had players in the box. Smith's been on the ball on the right hand side, and instead of just getting it in, snap cross in, he just seems to want to try and beat people maybe a little bit too much sometimes. So I think Ainsworth needs to just have a little chat with him, just to say, look, if you're in a position, you've got players in the box, let's get the ball in. Don't try too much.
It's all gone down that side, though, hasn't it? I haven't seen, and you'd think it with Chair over the other side and Powell, they haven't managed to get down that left-hand side really, QPR a lot, have they?
No, not hardly at all, to be honest. Yeah, Powell. I mean, Powell's got a good delivery when he gets into positions, but like you say, and with the lack of possession that we've had as well, so I suppose we haven't had really chance to get a bigger ball over to him. You know, I mean, all this, like I said, the last ditch defending, what we have to do has been a bit worrying, to be honest.
I think Cook's playing really well, though, isn't he? He's got that position where the other two guys are going and kind of heading it and, taking the first ball, and he can just put himself in the right place, and he's got the experience and the knowledge to do that, hasn't he?
Yeah, Cook, yeah, he's been immense. Like I said, when we had our loss to Sunderland, Ainsworth in an interview actually said that when he went to dressing room after the game, Cook was the one that was giving the speech to the lads. Come on, don't dwell on it. Let's get together. Let's get our act together for the next games. I've been really impressed with the impact of Cook since he's come in. To be honest, he's really seemed to just gel the team together. To be honest, which could be important over the season.
Yeah, 100%. He always fills that role, doesn't he? And what's been your take generally on the season so far? Because, you and I have discussed it on our Patreon roundtables. I predicted you guys to go down. And after the first game, I thought, well, I'm definitely going to be right about this. And then it's been better than I expected, I think. And they've been more competitive. And Armstrong's been a nice surprise. And Dazell's been a nice surprise, and Cook's come in well, and Colback's had an impact. I'm not saying you're going to be way up the table now compared to I think it was 23rd. I had a 23rd or 22nd. I think I had Wednesday bottom before the season. But what's been your take generally on the season so far?
Like you, I was a bit worried going into the start of the season, and that being beaten like we were by Watford was definitely worrying. But give Ainsworth credit where it's due. He admitted that he needed to change the style of play because of the players what we have, and he put that into practice. And we've actually played in spells. We've actually played some really good football the last couple of games. Really good football. I'm surprised because I thought it had been just a case of I'll lump it forward and see what happens. But it hasn't been like that. Yeah, it needs to, maybe sometimes it needs to be like that, but it hasn't been like that all the time. We've actually tried to get on the ground and play football. So with someone like Chair, I mean, ground. So yeah, it's been really. I've
just finished that thought, Dave. You disappeared for a second. With someone like Chair.
Yeah, I just think that he needs to play to Chair's strength because he's by far our best player. Chair is our best player. I mean, Willock, I ain't got a clue what's happened to Willock. He's nowhere near the level he was last season. I ain't got a clue what's going on with him, to be honest.
No, hopefully he can be eased sort of back in. Dave, we're on the last break from Sky, so I'm going to say thank you so much for coming on. Dave has been a long time supporter of the channel. He's over on Patreon, so you can sign up. Dave will be on all of the roundtables as well, giving his opinion.
A surprise appearance next month, given it's Halloween.
And I'll be very honest, Dave can get quite sweary. So he said, "Can I come on and do the half-time today?" And I said, "Yeah, but you're not swearing and getting my channel demonetized or whatever." And he's done a grand job here in not swearing. So congratulations, Dave.
Thanks very much, Ben. Thank you for having me on.
Thought you were going to tell me to F off at the last minute there.
No, never.
Dave, you absolute legend. Thank you for your insight. And Dave will be in the chat, I guess, if he's hanging around as QPR forever. So make sure you engage with him and give him a follow on Twitter. Dave, enjoy the second half. Good luck. I do make Birmingham favourites.
Yeah. Well, I still think we'll win. Come on, Sinclair Armstrong, get that goal.
There you go. All right, nice one, Dave. I'll catch you soon, fella.
Bye. All right, bye, mate.
Take care. Guys, if you want to join up on Patreon or hit the join button here, come into one of our roundtables and then we'll get you on at half time. And it's great for me because obviously I try and cover the whole division, but I'm humble enough to know that I don't have the knowledge that an individual supporter will have on the team they support. So it's great to hear from you in the chat and in situations like that. Let's have a look at the comments. Sorry, Mark, QPR fan here in Turkey on holiday. Very nice. All the bars are showing Saudi. So appreciate your stream. And thank you very much, Mark. And enjoy your holiday. What's one of them? Watching from Kenya, says Martin. Happy days. Whoa. Dembele will hopefully come on. He can make a difference. We are expecting to see Dembele at some point. Could be a difference maker as well. What else have we got here? Jack, Blues win at home have been late. Yes, that's very true, actually. They beat Plymouth in the last minute, won that penalty against Leeds as well in the last minute. Go, Dave. Great stuff. There's Pete, another of our patrons. We'll have to get him in at half-time as well. This has a Lukas Jutkovic header written all over. At the back post, Carl, is that what you are telling me? It's half-time. It is 0-0. Chris Willock might come on and run around a little bit too. We hope he does more than that, Joe, because he was capable of doing far more than that. And we know that only too well. A very talented boy who's not quite been delivering. Chris Willock, great footballing family as well. The other two brothers are both pros, aren't they? Is Joe Willock still at Newcastle? Someone will smart me up. I don't know whether he's got lost in the shuffle of Saudi Arabian money there and gone down the pecking order, but someone will tell me in the chat. They always do. So let's just bring up the fixtures and we can have a little look as Clinton and Jamie on the screen with good old Michelle Owen there. Just so you can see what else is going on this round in the Championship as we go through the week. Or the weekend, rather. We're playing right the way through until Monday. Let's know if you're at any of these games. It's Ipswich Blackburn, Leeds Watford, Leicester Bristol City, Middlesbrough Southampton. I'm dubbing the battle of the underachievers. Plymouth Norwich, Rotherham versus on fire leaders Preston, Swansea Sheffield Wednesday in the battle of the 0 wins. West Brom Millwall on Sunday. It's Stoke Hull and Sunderland Cardiff is a battle of two teams who have both won both of their games so far in this 3-game week. Could make it a lovely 9 points in 3 games. You won't be able to see it because I can't be bothered to flip the page over. But it's Coventry versus Huddersfield on Monday. Darren Moore's debut there in the dugout for the Terriers. That is the state of play at the weekend. Let me know if you're at any one of those games. And let me know your thoughts on what you are indeed expecting to see. We are about to kick off the second half. I'll do the teams super quick. I remember we did get that one sub as well in the first half with Anderson coming out for Birmingham and Ollie Burke coming in. So Ruddy, Buchanan, Long, Sanderson, Drama across the back, Bakuna, Bielik, Anderson out, and Burke in, which means a wing swap, we think, with Stansfield now playing down the left, Burke down the right, Miyoshi in the middle, Hogan up the front for QPR, Begovic in goal, Kake, Cook, Fox, Parr left, Smith right, Dazelle Field, Dykes, Chair, and Armstrong up front. 45-37 on the clock. We'll give you a time stamp as and when. Here comes Drummer from right back. Slides that forward to Burke, who's definitely still playing down the right. Burke tries to run Parl. Burke's done well. Decent cross into the near post. Morgan Fox gets a touch on it and flips it over. Do I think Leif Davis will start tomorrow? I don't, Travis. Something tells me I don't, that we're not going to see him until next weekend for Ipswich and Huddersfield away. I think you're going to see Brandon Williams at left back tomorrow. That's just a hunch. I'm not in the know, I promise. I believe the Blue Monday podcast we've just finished probably. So check in with that later on. They'll give you a far better insight than me. Corner goes short. Miyoshi, Stansfield shot blocked. Bielik hits the shot. It's a great save by Begovic. Hogan crosses in. Well, that's probably the most difficult chance Birmingham have had and probably the best strike of any of the chances that Birmingham have had. It's a really good hit by Bielik. Shot blocked from Stansfield. That's a great save. It's going right in the corner, that, isn't it? Going to get a good camera. Well done, Sky. Oh, great strike. Great save, that. Both players do really well there, Bielik and Begovic. And Birmingham start the second half well. Pretty much as close as they've come. Cheers, everybody. Last one, I promise. Lee Buchanan is holding his shin. Just get caught by Dykes there. I think it was the follow-through of Buchanan. He actually kicked onto Dykes. How's that noise next to the microphone? Not pleasant, probably. There you go. Into the channel for Armstrong to chase. Has he forced Sanderson into giving away a corner? Yes, indeed, he has. Corner, QPR. These have looked reasonably dangerous, haven't they, for Rangers? Chair is going to take this one right-footed. Chair swings it in. Dykes up. Good punch by Ruddy. Dazelle. It's got to go back out to Chair, surely, via Parl. Chair. Chair knocks it inside. Give and go. Nicely done, Chair. Oh, Field, it's deflected. Can they force it in? No. Oh, what a chance. Two huge chances. Well, I say huge chances. Both sides go close. That was by far the bigger chance. Look at this. It's well worked by Chair, isn't it? Look. Inside, outside. Lovely give and go. There's the cross. Oh, how does the second one not go in? It's a good save by Ruddy from the first shot from Field. Oh, it's like Ruddy pours it against Field and it just goes wide of the post. Oh, well played the keeper there. And a busy start to the second half, let's just say. What am I drinking tonight? Spanish lager. Especial. It's the only Spanish word I know. Cheers, everybody. Big thank you earlier in the stream to Daniel, who joined up and became a member. If you want to do the same, I'd be most grateful. If you want to support the channel, content will always be free here, but you can support for the price. Well, the price of a bottle of beer every month. It depends where you're buying it, doesn't it? God, I got a drink at Southampton in a pub the other night. It was £6.75 or something for a pint of Peroni. It was nice, but £6.75. Come on, lads. Into the back stick, headed away. And Burke's giving it away. Dazelle picks that one forward, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Birmingham just need to take a breath now. It's been on the back foot for the last 90 seconds, 2.5 minutes. Jim, enjoying the game on my day off in Tampa, Florida. What is it with all these people in... That's the second Florida one we've had, enjoying a Strongbows. I'm only annoyed because I'm jealous, Jim. If you want to offer me and my family a free holiday home in Tampa, Florida, that sounds good to me. It's always sunny in Florida, isn't it? Or is that Philadelphia? Ball is back with Ruddy. Field tried to poke it forward, goes all the way through to the keeper. I think Gareth Ainsworth will probably be pretty happy with the improvement in the start of the second half. That big chance for Field there. Tom Brady fans. Yes, he did play for... Is it the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Who are the Tampa Bay Rowdies? Are they an MLS team? I'm not good with my American sport. I try my best. Although I did have that Michael Jordan documentary on for the 15th time while I was editing the other day. Travis, I think Ruddy punched that out of instinct. Fantastic stuff from both keepers to start half. Yes, good point, yeah. We need to give both 36-year-old keepers big credit for the first half. Begovic, brilliant save from Bielik. And the same there. Less a save, wasn't it? More an instinct, like Travis says. Friends for a $5. Rotherham versus Bristol City. Sounds good to me. Do you know, Ian, I did have a good look at Rotherham Preston for tomorrow, but HQ has decreed it is day off time. But we'll be back on Sunday. Don't you worry about that. Speaking of America, Rangers to announce the signing of US international Reggie Cannon soon. Reggie Cannon. Remember Reggie Blinker? Used to play for Sheffield Wednesday. He was a baller, wasn't he? Buchanan, a bit laboured with the clearance. Dykes closes it down. Throw in for a Birmingham. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Did I get it right, Jack? Excellent. And they won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady as well, right? After he'd left the New England Patriots. There you go. How about that? Foul by Bacuna. And referee Donahue brings out the yellow card. I do like Bacuna. He makes things happen. He's a bit of a hothead whenever I've seen him play, though. Just wipes out Paul Smith there. Definite yellow card, isn't it? And a lady in the stand there with very fetching green hair. Tremendous stuff. There she is again. Look at that. What a look. So, very nice looking free kick this for QPR. Can they get quality in? Parley's going to swing it under the bar, you'd think, with his left foot. Can Dykes get in amongst it with Ruddy here? And can they free up maybe one of the centre backs? In comes the free kick. Oh, it's dreadful. Come on. Oh, dear. This is the point where I say we haven't had a nil on one of the watch-alongs all season. Is it going to happen tonight? How have the watch-alongs been this season? We must have had like 2 or 3 goals in all of them. Guys, we are so close to 100 likes. So don't do it yet, but we'll do a like spike in a minute. See if we can get over 100. Here's Bacuna. Edges it forward and Cook hits it clear. A bit of wrestling there. Sanderson gets pulled up for the foul there. Look, 6 and 1, half a dozen. I could be wrong. Right, guys, like spike time. You've got 9 seconds. Everybody hit like if you haven't already, so we can get over 100. Go. As the free kick goes into the box, Dykes wins the first header. And I think he's been pulled up for a foul on Lee Buchanan. 96, 99. Are we over 100? There you go. 103 likes. You love to see it. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate the support. Would love you to hit the join button, but if that's not an option, just keep commenting, keep liking. Really helps the channel. The ball is back with Buchanan. Feels like we're going to need the benches to liven this up and get us some goals, doesn't it? It's back with Ruddy. Armstrong closes him down once again. Oh, nice flick. Now here comes Miyoshi. He's got 3 in the box. Miyoshi, huge chance. Hogan, good save again from Begovic, who is having a bit of a worldie in the second half, the QPR keeper. I mean, you can say he should score there, Hogan, but it is really good goalkeeping. Massive chance, though. Miyoshi slips it in. I mean, can he lift it? Would that guarantee the goal? Just getting underneath that a little bit. Gets a good connection on it as well, Hogan, doesn't he? Yeah, it just needs the dink, doesn't it? I guess he's going for the nutmeg. Best chance of the game by a distance there, I think. Scott Hogan missing the 1v1. But Begovic is having a hell of a second half, isn't he? Blues have lost their mojo a bit since the international break. Fair comment. Here's Stansfield crosses back stick, and Begovic is having a lovely old time, isn't he? Nat, good evening to you, sir. Dembele and Duke will change this game. Yeah, you can't see where the goal's coming from at the moment, especially with the QPR keeper, Begovic, in really good form in this second half now. I agree with the commenter there that maybe it's going to be someone off the bench. Chair driving forward. Stansfield. Little outside of the foot to Bakuna. And you can see the QPR players have been told with Bakuna, like probably every team does, get in, hit him, rough him up a bit. He'll react. Can we have Dave back? He was a lot more entertaining. Pete, I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best. Bielik. Oh, poor ball by Bielik. Robbed by Smith. Smith to the edge of the box now. Smith tries to poke it through. Nothing doing. Chair slides in. It's going to be a Birmingham throw. Bring in Dukey. Maybe in another 10 minutes, Jack. I think we'll see him, won't we? I mean, he was never the most mobile, was he, Jukovic? But in advancing years, I suspect, and with stoppage time as well, where you know most games go 96, 97 plus minutes, it's not a 70th minute substitution anymore. It's an 80th minute, isn't it? Into the channel for Hogan. Hogan tries to come inside Begovic, who is exemplary in this half. Gathers it. John, I wonder if Eustace will be under pressure if Blues fail to win this evening. I think you're probably right, John. We know the expectations of the new ownership, and it's always difficult. They come in and there's a manager already there, and you know, if they go on a losing run or a non-winning run, it's tricky, isn't it? So, yeah, fair point. Bring in 5 new players for both sides to get this game jump-started. I suspect, Jim, the subs are going to start fairly soon, but 5 and 5 might be a bit much. Not beyond the realms of possibility, though, is it? Kake. Nice ball down the line to Smith. 1v1 with Buchanan. Smith. Well, it deflects about 8 times between Buchanan and Smith, and Buchanan gets it clear to Cook, who goes home to Begovic, who's probably been the best player on the park in the second half. What minute is it? We are up the hour mark now. Zikti. So changes surely are coming. That looked like handball by Smith, not given. And he is now holding Bakuna. And it's a free kick to Birmingham. Knocked forward early, easy header clear there. A bit wasted, wasn't it? Just have a quick look at the benches and see who we are expecting to see. Another foul by Smith. The yellow card is out now, probably on the totting up process. So, yeah, look, Jukovic, Dembele, you could see Sunjic into midfield as well, or James. They'd be the names there. Willock, has he still got it in him to do something and change this game? If not, you're looking at the youngster, Coley, or some experience from Adoma. I agreed with Dave at half-time. Birmingham have probably got the edge from the bench, particularly with Dembele. And there is Jukovic on my screen right now, just trying to jolly along his teammates. Goals by subs, says Sky. 2 by Jukovic. Begovic has stood on his head tonight. He's been a wall. Nice. Ian vlogging from all corners of the EFL. Great lad, Ian. With that Sky game now, I'll definitely get up to you on October 20th, Ian. Looking forward to that now. Beers on me. In goes the free kick from Bakuna. Cleared. Buchanan heads down to Drama. Drama trying to pierce the defence there with a really ambitious pass. Headed away. Bakuna's going to get another go. Miyoshi slides that down the line. Stansfield. Bakuna bends it in. Ooh, high foot there on Cook. No. Burke slides it in. Oh, Stansfield nearly got the run. It wasn't for him. They nearly got the run on Kake. Kake clears. Birmingham keep up the pressure. Here's Bielik. Bielik wide to Drummer. Back to Bielik. Miyoshi. Oh, too clever for his own good there. Does a back heel flick. Out it goes. Isaac, watching from my new flat in Brighton. That sounds expensive, Isaac. Tell us about that in the chat. Lovely stuff. Congratulations. Rich, evening. Blackburn preview in the can. How did the announcement go, Rich? What have you missed? You've missed a fairly nondescript championship game that is going to be probably decided by 1 goal or end 0-0 so far. But things are pepping up a little bit. Uni accommodation sounds good to me, Isaac. To be that age. Hey, no, I love being this age and having a family and whatnot. But yeah, those uni days, wow. Buchanan hits the deck there, no foul, and now here's Armstrong with a little bit of grass ahead of him. Although he's had to go backwards, and he's given it away. You want him facing the other way, don't you? Excellent, Rich. Am I allowed to mention it? I'll wait for your say so, and then I will plug away. Showed a slow-mo of Miyoshi just getting bumped in the box there. Smith is out now. Adoma is in. Red card risk, possibly. Yeah. Adoma having a bit of fun with the Birmingham fans. If you've been to Birmingham, you'll know the announcer likes to instigate a "Who are you?" chant for every sub that goes on. Adoma pointing. Miyoshi drives forward. Adoma pointing to his name, and let's be honest, Adoma is he the record? Someone check me in the chat. Adoma is the record championship appearance maker now, isn't he? And he may have passed the guy I'm about to mention. Luke Chambers will be at our Blue Monday live event. If you fancy coming down, Ipswich versus Preston, live Blue Monday podcast. I'll be on stage for at least some of the festivities. And Luke Chambers, the former Ipswich captain, he's not done many interviews. He's going to be live there taking everybody's questions. I'm really looking forward to speaking to him. Links to uni as well this weekend. Tremendous. Good luck. Good luck to you guys heading off to uni. Just an open... It's like that, isn't it? The possibilities are endless at that point in your life. You love to see it. So into the channel. It's a poor ball there looking for Stansfield. It's going to be a QPR throw. So Uncle Albert Adoma, yeah, God, 513 championship appearances. Standing ovation for that man. That is a hell of a total. 513. So how many complete seasons is that? If you played 46 games every season for 11 seasons, you would get to 506. And he's done more than that. Incredible, Albert Adoma. Wow. And I remember he got promoted, didn't he, with Middlesbrough, and just he came straight back down and joined Aston Villa. Is that right? Couldn't keep away from us. Here is Adoma, a bona fide championship legend. Dazelle. Cook. Kake. Plays the channel. Oh, nice touch by Dykes. Oh, Armstrong nearly got it back into him. Adoma trying to follow it in. I think a foul has been given. And a yellow card is out for Dion Sanderson. I didn't see that. Forgive me. Lovely touch by Dykes inside. Oh. It was Sanderson went into Sinclair Armstrong. So this free kick should be in a really nice position for QPR then. And Jutkiewicz, the Birmingham fans in the chat wanted him on, is now getting ready to come on as well. So maybe Scott Hogan's minutes are numbered, you would think. Isaac, been a fan of the channel for 5 years since I was 14. Standing ovation, Isaac. Thank you so much. What are you studying, Isaac, at Brighton? Tremendous stuff. Thank you for your support. Very humbling. Dazelle is over this free kick. He's got a banger of a left foot when he fancies it, Dazelle. 4 in the wool. I doubt he's going to shoot. He's not going to take it at all because Chair takes it, sticks it into the wool. And Bakuna gets it clear. Ben on the apple juice. I'm being told off by Kieran McKenna. I'll take any kind of telling off from Kieran McKenna at the moment. If he keeps knocking out these wins. Forensic psychology. My God, our subscribers are smart, aren't they? Wow. Smarter than Andre Dazelle with that kind of pass. Power Mad. Can I see a goal in this game? I'm struggling to see it. I'm forever the optimist. But what I can see is Sariki Dembele and Lucas Jutkiewicz getting their instructions about to come on. What I will say is I can't see more than one goal in this game, to the commenter there, Power Mad. Could be our first 0-0 watch along of the season. Bielik knocks that one up the line, flicked on by Miyoshi, who I think possibly might be about to come off, Miyoshi, for Dembele. Maybe Hogan out and Jutkiewicz in. We'll find out very shortly what John Eustace has up his sleeve. Danny, how is Paul Smith's performance? Orient fan here, checking in on how he's progressing. He plays manfully. Danny's obviously he's playing wing back rather than winger like he did at Orient. Probably better going forward, as someone said in the chat, than going backwards. But, you know, it is what it is in QPR's financial situation. Here comes Burke. Burke out to Stansfield. Stansfield cuts inside, drives the shot. And Begovic is having one of those halves where he's just saving everything, isn't he? Stansfield tries to get the crowd going. But it really looks like it's going to take a really big chance for Birmingham to beat Begovic in this half. We need Duke on so we can use the long ball to relieve the pressure. Is a useful tactic, isn't it? Will Southampton go up? Their squad is good enough. Well, you tell me, Hassan. So here come Sariki Dembele and Lucas Jukiewicz. And we've done this before, haven't we? Miyoshi is going out and Hogan is going out. So we called both the substitutions correctly. And Jukiewicz is in. Dembele is in. And Birmingham have a corner, which Bakuna is going to take. In it comes, headed goals by Bielik, and it goes wide. I think it's going to be a draw, but I hope Birmingham win. Best QPR player of all time. I think that would be Stan Bowles, wouldn't it? Jerry Francis, maybe. Someone will tell me in the chat. Les Ferdinand's probably the best in my lifetime, I reckon. Adel Taarabt for one season. Stansfield looks like that comedian who went vote. That was brilliant, that slow-mo goal celebration, wasn't it? I love that. He nailed that, didn't he? Uke straight in. Do you think how QPR set up now gives Ozil more options when he's on the ball, hence he's in better form? I don't know. That's a very good question. I don't, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense that he would be thriving in this situation. Here comes Jukiewicz down the left. Jukiewicz pops the cross and Kake blocks it out. But I agree with the commenter that he is playing well. So why it is, I'd have to sit and watch QPR for a little bit longer. Yeah, maybe in the, but he always looked like he needed as many people around him as possible to get him working. Maybe the pennies just dropped for him. He's been a pro for a long, long time, hasn't he? Ray Wilkins, that's a good shout. Stan Bowles, Rodney Marsh. There you go. What happened to Chris Willock? I suspect a lot of QPR fans would like to know the answer to that as well. It looks like they've got a nice shot of the cop there at Birmingham. Is it a Tilton end? Someone will tell me. Looks like they're making progress. Their corner comes in headed away, I think, by Morgan Fox on the near post. And out it goes. I'm not sold on Martin. He took 2 years across to get his ideas to the Jacks. We haven't got that sort of time. It's not an unreasonable argument. I can't win that argument at the moment after 3 straight defeats, Hassan. So we'll see. We'll see what transpires. Here comes the throw in from Drummer. Flicked on. Sanderson's in there, but there's been a foul by Kevin Long on Sinclair Armstrong. Birmingham win this. Stansfield goal gives Duke more freedom. There is Tom Bagner, the new Birmingham owner. Or rather, the new Birmingham chairman. You never know quite where the money comes from these days with owners. Is that Sinclair Armstrong coming out? He seems to be striding towards the touchline. And here is the aforementioned Chris Willock. We know Willock is an absolute quality player. Am I going to lose my light here? We've got some flickering going on in the background here. Might just kill the light. One sec, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, we're going full nightclub party strobe there. There you go. No background light for the remaining minutes of this one. What was I just saying? Chris Willock into the game. We know he's capable of winning the game, but he's just not done that for a long time now for QPR. When he used to do it all the while, didn't he? Chair tries to bring that one down. He has done really well, actually, Chair. Into the box. Back heel, back to field. Pal. Chair. Chair goes one way, then the other. He's still on the ball with Drummer there. Knocks it off the Pal. Out it goes. Corner. Lower section of Tilton converted to safe standing. Yeah, it's going to be good that when that's all done. Always a good noise in Birmingham. Corner though here to QPR. And it comes in front of the away supporters. Easy for John Ruddy. Drummer knocks that one inside to Bakuna. 76-21 on the clock. 0-0 so far. It's a long one from back to front looking for Chair. Ruddy gathers that easily and it's back out with Drummer, who travels a long way with the ball. In comes the cross from the right from Burke. Adoma gets it clear. And Gareth Ainsworth, decent chest control. Gives the ball back to Buchanan. And long goes home. To Ruddy. Are we getting a goal, guys? Are we getting a goal? You've hung in there long enough. How long have I been broadcasting? 1 hour 51. Is this our first 0-0 of the season? I hope not. Come on, lads. Gives a goal. Chair. Chair crosses to the back stick. Adoma is there. Buchanan heads clear. Big thumbs up there for Chair for his work again. Hopefully November, the remainder of the works. Full stadium for the first time in a year. I will get down when that's full again. I remember going to, I was at the infamous Blues Villa derby where Jack Grealish got the winner. That was noisy. That was a loud football match, let's just say. Corner. Rangers. Pal puts it in near post, headed clear by Buchanan. And out it goes. Evening, Jules. Jules has got his priorities. He's watched the Blue Monday podcast. Now he's over here. I think you got it the right way round, Jules. Not a lot happening here, my friend. Although it will definitely end 0-0. There we go. There's some good fake. Tempted. Oh, Dykes with the header. Great save by Ruddy. Oh, this is going to be 0-0, isn't it? Dykes on the back post. Headed it down. Don't think it's quite in the corner, but it's a good save by Ruddy. It bounces up and he reacts and palms it clear. The keepers have played well in this half, especially Begovic, but Ruddy has now made 2 really good saves himself. Adoma put the cross in. It's a good save, isn't it? It's close to him. Ruddy's moving the wrong way. It's not the worst header by Dykes, is it? But it's not in the corner by any means. Didn't quite get his angles right. QPR getting the ball in the box. Nobody finishing it. We got another chance to do that. Free kick, Chair. It's gone loose. Willock. First touch off the bench for Willock. And he's given it away. And it's going to be a throw in to Birmingham. 79-35 on the clock. Our Rangers have got it back. They're on top, aren't they, QPR now? Little slide to Willock, to Chair. Chair, good dribble. Chair, nice feet. Crosses in again. He's at it, Chair, isn't he? Can he get that partnership with Chris Willock working again? Going to see a super slow-mo of the Ruddy save now. Yeah, Dykes can't do a lot more with that, can he? Heads it down. Would have been a really good header to find the far corner there, wouldn't it? Good save. Corner now, QPR. We've got the Danny Cowley 4 in a line love train there. Here's Dembele. I haven't mentioned him since he came on. We're all excited about the return of Siriki Dembele. And his first touch of the ball isn't very good either. Do you think Ainsworth has brought some similarities from Wickham to QPR? Yeah, absolutely he has, hasn't he? Direct, hard to play against. Free kick to QPR inside their own half, but they lobbed it forward. Dykes flicks it on. Willett can't control. Dembele. Adoma just outruns him. Twice as old as him. Does really well there, Adoma. Here's Willock, and Adoma now going the other way. Lovely feet. Adoma down the right wing. Looking for Willock. Runs behind. Chair tries to angle it through to his mate. No good. Dazelle has won it back now. Dazelle, Chair, Dazelle. Willock, nice back heel. Adoma puts the cross in. Oh, who was arriving there? It was a chance. I completely missed the head. It was Kake from centre half. Goodness me. Why did he miss that? How did he miss that? Looked like he was arriving right on top of that, didn't he? Tossie, excluding Ipswich, which individual in the EFL, owner manager, would you like to most meet? That's a great question. Have a conversation with. I mean, Warnock would have been fun, but he's not in the EFL anymore now. I mean, any of the managers, I find them fascinating creatures. And we were lucky enough to have John Eustace on, weren't we, on the Championship check-in? So we'd go down that way. How's Cody playing? Cody Drama, I assume we're talking about. Better, yeah. A little bit of a struggle on his debut for Birmingham, but yeah, it's been a better performance today. We're seeing a big shirt pull by Sanderson on Dykes. That went unpunished in the box, by the way. Long one for Dykes to chase. Dykes has done well, actually. Held it up against Long. Dykes out to Willock, but Bakuna's tracking well. And Bakuna holds it in the corner. And it is a goal kick to Birmingham. Who's getting the sack next? Can I answer that on October the 8th? Because somebody will, won't they, in the next international break? We've got this weekend to do. Then we go to the next weekend and we've got a 3-game week. And then it's another international break if I've got my dates right. Big Mick. Well, we can work on that, Richard. We have ways and means now, don't we? Thoughts on Darren Moore's appointment, Harry? We gave plenty of those on the Championship Check-In podcast. So I will guide you to that, Harry, which is on the channel, and you can get that on your podcast. Get Sam Parkin's thoughts, which is probably worth way more than mine. Anyway, nice to see him back. Tough gig, though. Tough gig. Free kick then, Birmingham over on the right-hand side. 84-20 on the clock. Bakuna is going to take Jutkiewicz up. Long on the back post. Sanderson in the middle. They're the three biggest guys with Burke. Oh, sorry, Belix in there as well. Bakuna is going to swing it out with the right foot. Here it comes. It's poor again as we come up 85 minutes. 0-0. Effing 0. Let me bring you the numbers up so you can just grab the stats on this one, guys. 54-46 in terms of possession in Birmingham's favour, pretty tight. 1.13 to 0.93 on the XG in Birmingham's favour again. pretty tight. I think I can get the shot count if I just do a little scroll there. 11 shots to 7. There's the kicker. See it there. 2 shots to 1 on target in the game. Just hasn't happened, has it? You can see why we haven't had goals. Adoma takes the throw in to Kake. Cook. Fox. Little one inside to Chair, who's been decent, hasn't he? Tried to carry the fight. Bielik blocks it out. Throw in to QPR. 86 on the clock now. Big dive looking for Adoma. Swept up by Buchanan. Dembele knocks it back to him. Forward it goes. Stansfield making the chase against Fox, who gets it home to Begovic, who may be in with a shout for man of the match with his second half performance. Begovic made 2 very, very good saves, didn't he? Hogan 1v1. Should have scored possibly, but good save. 2 things can be true. And Bielik's curler into the corner. That was a better save, I think. That was a brilliant save. Dazelle tries to help it on. Adoma, Dykes. It's just messy, isn't it? Tight, no space. Although here comes Dembele now on the break. To be fair to both sets of players, they're really fighting for their clean sheet here. Burke out to Drama. 87 now on the clock. Bielik, Buchanan, Dembele, Buchanan, crosses. Oh, Stansfield tried to guide it goalwards. Ends up sticking them more towards the corner flag there. Don't know if it caught a deflection, did it? Let's have a look. No, I think it's all off Stansfield, and it's going to be a goal kick. He's trying to kind of flick it back across himself, but difficult. Difficult skill, that. He looked so dangerous in the first half, Stansfield, didn't he? Just quietened down, I think, in the second half. Dykes flicks that one on. It's up in the air. Bielik heads away. And Drama. Helped on by Bakuna to Dembele. But, yeah, we're at that point now in a 0-0 with 2 minutes of normal time to go, when nobody's getting caught out of position, and it's just very sort of fraught, isn't it? Squad age for both average 26. It's about right, isn't it? Who's the fitter? I mean, they're both manfully, as the ball goes through, looking for Jukovic trying to run off the back there. Cook gets a foot, both manfully defending this clean sheet as we go up to 89 minutes now. And Sanderson goes home. And here's Long. You don't want to lose this one now. I know Birmingham have got a couple of late goals this season, haven't they? Against Plymouth and against Leeds in St Andrews. Although QPR did score in 92, didn't they, in midweek? So maybe both sides have got form for it. Bielik, Buchanan volleyed cross. Steve Cook, as he has been most of his career, is in the right place to clear it. And do we get a QPR counter now? No, we get a foul on Chair. Surely that's going to be a yellow card if he pulls it back. Yes. Ilias Chair looked like he was breaking, and Stansfield makes the professional foul. And we go into stoppage time. It's only going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time in this, which I think possibly suggests how uneventful it may or may not have been, right? Although Begovic has come forward, I think he might knock this one long. Ainsworth just giving his boys the pep up. They do. To be fair to Ainsworth, I know he seems to unfairly be an object of ridicule a lot, but he's improved them a lot from the start of the season, I would say, to his credit. But they've got to hold out here, and they don't want to be counted. Kake went forward looking for a domer, and he can't control it. 91 on the clock. We've got 2 more minutes of minimum stoppage time. And are we getting our first 0-0 of the season? I can see goalless draw in the poll has gone up to 10% now. I wonder why that is, eh? 90 seconds to go. QPR throw, which Kake hurls down the line. Flicked on by Dykes. It's fallen for a domer, actually. Adoma holds it up, pops the cross in. It's blocked by Bakuna. And I think Kake is going to hurl a long throw in. No, he's taking it short to Willock. Willock rolls his man. That is surely a foul by Bielik. No, Willock carries on. Willock pops the cross in. It's blocked by Bakuna. Arm was in a weird position there, but I'd need to see a replay of that. No appeals from anybody, so it might just be me talking nonsense. Stansfield throw in 92-12 on the clock. Bakuna. Bielik switch. Birmingham on the attack. Drummer. Burke. Drummer. Haven't got much time here. This needs to go in the box. Or we are going to get the inevitable 0-0 draw. Oh, Drummer's done well. Into the box he goes. Cross-deflected corner. Well defended by Sam Field, who's been excellent. Hasn't he? We have 15 seconds of minimum stoppage time remaining. And Birmingham has a corner. One more defensive action needed for QPR to get the 0-0. Birmingham with the last attacking play of the game right now. Bakuna corner. I think Bielik got a head on it and it is hoiked clear. Referee Donahue blows his whistle. And thank you, you lot. We got through it together. Birmingham 0, QPR 0. A very attritional championshipy 0-0. Maybe both sides neither deserved to win, neither deserved to lose. And both sides leave with a point. We won't go chapter and verse on the stats. We will have a look at the current league table and see what that scoreline does indeed for the two sides. You will see there Birmingham. Let me scroll down a bit so you can see above them. Currently in 8th, although you can see below a whole slew of teams that could go past them on 10 points there tomorrow. So Birmingham, 12 points from their first 8 games. That sounds like 1.5 points per game. QPR pick up points for the 4th time in 8 games. They are 8 points from 8. And if you've watched this channel, you'll know 45 to survive. They're projecting 46, so they should all be okay. Blazers, thank God that's over. What can I do, guys? What can I do? But yeah, it wasn't the most entertaining, was it, tonight? Thank you, guys, so much for joining me. Again, huge thanks to Daniel, who's joined up as a member. If you want to support the channel, click down there, hit join, $2.99 a month. Begovic and Ruddy having a chat there. They were probably the key figures in the second half. I don't know who Sky have given man of the match to. Maybe it went to Begovic, and I wouldn't be surprised if it had. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Day off for me tomorrow. No content. I'll be back on Sunday with some more. And I will bid you all farewell. And we'll be back with some hot takes and maybe something, if I can get it sorted tomorrow, of a familiar theme that you may well enjoy. But thank you for joining me. Birmingham 0, QPR 0 on the watch long. The championship weekend starts with a 0-0 ball draw. We'll see you all soon.